Hello guys, Jologo Vlog back with another video. Today I'm going to be going over the Marvel Legends series, The Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows 60 Amazing Years Marvel Spider-Man and Spinneret 2-pack. So there's a lot to talk about here, not just about the figures, but about the box itself. The box itself, it's obviously different from your standard Marvel Legends box. You can see it's completely windowless. I hate this. I can't stand this. This is horrible. It brings so many problems towards the collectors and everything like that. And the way they look here, they don't look good. I don't know why Spider-Man looks like a crab in this picture. The way he's just crouched, it just looks really weird. It's not even really correct. He looks so much better here than he does out of the packaging, which is very annoying. And then also here it's inaccurate. He has the pinned toes there, which in the actual figure itself, we don't get pin toes. We have the pinless, which I'm glad we get it in real, the action figure form, but still it's something that annoys me. Not really, it's just an example of what annoys me about this. The renders of these figures, they're fine, but I really wish they just change it up and do something better because this really doesn't look good, and it's really not great, guys. It's so inaccurate for a lot of these figures that they're doing now. We don't get the spot varnish logo anymore, but it does say Spider-Man 60 Amazing Years with the spider logo. That's pretty cool. Nothing really on the bottom besides a cool picture of Spider-Man there. Then over here we have the comic art there, which looks really cool. And then you could see the comic art behind them, which is nice. And that should be it. So let's get these figures opened. So, we get some good accessories with the Spider-Man figure here. First off, we have the masked head sculpt, which I will get more onto later. And then with the other one, we have the unmasked head sculpt, where this is supposed to be Peter in like his late 20s, 30s, which the hair is less brown and a little bit more kind of like a grayish brown. I don't think that's very intentional, but it's just something to note. And it kind of fits with the kind of comic that they're basing off of, so it's not bad. It has like a wrinkle there. I don't think that's intentional, but I mean, it fits it, I guess. And then here we have the digital face print now. It is the photoreal tech here for the comic figures, and it looks really good for Peter. You see the eyebrows have some detail there too. Everything looks really good, and it brings it a little more to life there. And then here we have the standard wall crawling hands, which don't look bad. This looks a little bare on the knuckles there. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that. It looks a little odd, but I'm not really going to complain about it. It's not something that really affects me. Then, of course, you have your thwipping hands here, and then you have the fisted hands there as well. Not anything too crazy, just to note, these are all the hands we get. Here's something funny about Spinneret. Well, it's actually not funny at all. It's fairly disappointing. With my 2-pack here, this is all I got. I only got this in the cases of the Spider-Man Spinneret. I didn't get... She's supposed to come with another thwipping hand, another fist hand, and a pair of wall-crawling hands in white. And I didn't get that here. All I got was this, what came in the regular packaging with the figure, and then the extra head sculpt, which I'm happy I got the head sculpt, but honestly, I prefer to get the hands over this, and this is simply because it doesn't really look that good. It just looks a little like a doll. It just looks fake, which I know it's a plastic figure, but like still, the one from 2020 and the Gwen Stacy, where it was kind of those two, it definitely had more personality than this. This is a downgrade where Peter is an upgrade. So it's a little odd. I honestly rather have them just use the other head. So not great. The hair is fairly bland too. And I got the bad end of it because we only have these two hands. We have the fisted hand here, and then we have the thwipping hand, which is nice. I like that we get this, but like, we don't have the other hands, which sucks because I can't get the full enjoyment of posing these two around. So taking a look at the masked head sculpt for the Peter Parker Spider-Man figure, I like this a lot. I think it's good. It fixes the jaw problem, kind of. It doesn't look as, blocky and weird. From the side, it looks really good too. You can see they have the little nose line there, and it's not bad. I like it. I don't see that many wrong details or anything missing like that, anything crazy there, so I'm fine with it. I know with a lot of these figures that are in the windowless packaging ever since, the whole crisis with the Marvel Legends have happened, they've been getting some pretty bad quality control, and I have it here, right on the ab right there. That is just scuffed paint, and it's not like I can chip it off to get the red because there's just no red paint there. So if I try and chip it off, it's just going to look more blue because you can see that's what's under there. It's dark blue, a little bit of white, and it really annoys me once I notice it now. So, I mean, I made a stop motion with this figure, and I'm pretty sure if, you know, this whole thing is in there, you can see it from the way I shot it, I think. I don't know if that's there, but it is there, and it was there when I got it out of the packaging, which is fairly annoying. And then also here, we have some scuffed kind of paint work here. We have the lines that go over to the blue. We don't have that here. It looks nice and cut there, but there we do, which is fairly annoying. And that does bug me because it's like these little things just add up. And then on the arm, or the shoulder, I should say, you have the black splotches there. Then on the right leg, you have these here, or I have these here. It's just like random streaks of black paint that doesn't look good and shouldn't be there. I don't know why. It is annoying and I don't like it. And then when you put these together, the spider logo just kind of separates there. I can't get it to go on this one, but if you push it forward far enough, trying to get him to do a pose, there we go. You could see it's just like a whole line of red there, which, why did they do that? I have no idea. If I get this forward enough, you could see it there too. Yep, that does not look good. What the heck is that? It does not look good. Like, why? And then there I have another paint splotch. Oh my gosh. Which that's kind of around on my figure. You can see it looks like some 2 dots there. It's really not the best quality control, and this is annoying, and I know it's not only happening to me, it's happened a lot worse to other people, but this is the first video where I'm actually coming across it this much, and this is the first action figure I've got with the windowless packaging, or since this whole crisis has happened, and it's not good. It's really not looking good. I have so much to say about it, but, you know, I'll save that for another video. But yeah, and then even on the back here, if you try and put the ab crunch down, which is a pose that Spider-Man always does with these kind of like that, you see a whole bunch of the tooling and everything that's in there. You might not be able to see it on camera, but it's not good. There you go. You can see all of that. And you shouldn't be able to. And then here with the bicep, the cut, it's just odd. You can see everything in there. You can see how it ends and it's blocked. So you see that in there. It doesn't look good, man. It doesn't. Especially on here, you see where the black paint of the web line goes into there. It doesn't look good, and it's way too floppy, and it's going to break at some point, and I really don't want that to. So this should not be how Marvel Legends are. It's not looking good, man. And this here looks a little odd if you push the butterfly joint back. But I guess I kind of understand it. That was a mouthful. The figure's great, and it looks really cool. It has all this awesome abilities and everything like that, or not abilities, but just, it looks really nice, but, like, it's also really not well done at all, and it's kind of, it really bugs me, because everything together, it just doesn't look good. You have more paint chipping off there, where it shouldn't. Like, you see it's clean there, chipped there. It's not good, and it's not, for $60, the price increasing, it's not very good. However, I will say, this is miles better than the vintage collection. Because I didn't even think that one was that good. It's not that good. And the more I started looking at the symbiote Spider-Man, it's not that good either. And I'm going to demonstrate by getting that figure right now. Okay, so if you see this next to this, you're going to notice it a lot more. The shoulders, I don't know why there's such a big gap from the traps here. It doesn't look good. And then you can definitely see it on this one too. I don't like that at all. And they fixed it on this one. The shoulders are a little bit more sunken and put on the top, so it looks a lot better. And it actually looks like a more V shape here, how it should be. And then when you look at the box, if you put that next to this, this looks so much better than that. It looks miles better, which, what the heck? They know what to do because they did it here, but they didn't apply it to the actual figure, which is so, like, confusing to me. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever understand that. Like, they didn't feel like doing it to the figure, but they could do it for the renders to show you what it's gonna look like. I mean, Spinneret is fine. I think she looks fairly accurate. There's nothing too crazy there. She doesn't have hands, but you're not gonna see that. It's not bad. I definitely think it's normal, you know. She has the pinless joints just like they showed. Like I was showing, the toe articulation, no pins. pins. Just an example, but aesthetically an example of what it should look like and what it is. You can see even here the jaw is rounded out, and this one isn't. It's more blocky, and it kind of follows the web line look, and it shouldn't. It doesn't look that great compared to the image we see on the box, which is always how it is now with these windowless packaging. So not very great. This figure is amazing, but it is dowered down by the constant misleading that we get on the packaging and just overall the poor quality control. Taking a look at the head sculpt for Spider-Milf. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I just find that joke actually funny. Okay, so for Spinneret here, yeah, the head sculpt is great. I really like it a lot. This looks really good, and I love this so much. There's not any mess-ups or anything like that. It looks good. Even the web lines, it looks very, very clean. I mean, this is a little odd, but I will accept it. Actually, I don't know. That there is not good, how it's just segmented off. But other than that, the line work for the webs look amazing, and I love this a lot, besides some, you know, key or QC issues that might just be on mine. This looks really great. Even on the back there, I don't know why they have these ports here. I think they used another body mold or upper body mold, and they have those things there for a cape that she doesn't come with. I don't like that. It's right on top of the spider logo, so I don't like that. And then it's even on the top there too. Not great, but I'm willing to look over it. This looks really nice. It just looks really, really great. Unlike the Spider-Man here, because you could see from the lower torso to the crotch area, you could see the web line doesn't even line up properly. It doesn't for any of them. That one it does, that one it doesn't, that one not really, no it doesn't. It should look like one line, and it just kind of split. So this looks a lot better. Everything looks really good here. There's less paint issues, I think, right? Yeah, it doesn't look that bad. Even on the spider logo, it looks good. The web lines, they look really nice. And then for her, just the head sculpt itself, the teeth don't look that bad, and everything just looks pretty good, even the hair and everything. I'm satisfied with it. There's not really much to say besides they did a good job on this one. And they did a fairly good job for articulation as well. She can look this far down because she has the disc hinge. She can look this high up because, she has the disc hinge, but she can also pivot side to side, and that's because the head sits too high on the neck. And that is why when you put this on, the hair is floating. It doesn't look good, and you have to like make her look down, but then it's floating in the back. She can look up with this head sculpt. That far back, that up, not really much there, but I don't think I'm really going to be making her have dynamic poses, or not that many, with this head sculpt. I don't even really like this head sculpt that much. I'm blown away with this one, because this one looks awesome. So it's not that big of a deal, so I'm not really going to fault it that much. I don't want to break this. But yeah, this is not bad. And then here you have the arms, which move, yeah, I'd say like 90. So you have the full rotation over there. You have a bicep swivel, double jointed not knees, but elbows, pinless. Looks great there. And for a female figure to have this and that, awesome. That is great. Then you have the horizontal hinge for the thwip hand and the fist hand there. And then for the diaphragm joint, it can twist. Of course, it leans side to side really nicely. It goes back really nicely. And then it goes forward a lot better than I thought it would compared to like the Spider-Gwen figure from Into the Spider-Verse. It's a step forward. It's not great, but it is a step forward. And then here, you know, there's no waist twist or anything like that. The legs can move out this far, which is not bad. Kicks this high up, which again is not bad. Kicks back that far, which is more than we normally get. And then you have the upper thigh swivel, double jointed pinless knees, which look good. And come on. Yeah, you have to force it, but she can kick her own butt. And then you have the ankle pivot there, which it does go all the way. I just don't want to do it. This thing is very thin, so be careful. And then it moves this far down, that high up, and you can slide this up so you can get more out of that ankle. And yeah, that's it. Now here's the articulation for the Spider-Man. We get the cut in the back of the neck, so he looks up like that, but it looks really bad because of that cut. It looks really weird. This does not look good, and it doesn't even work that well. I honestly would have preferred the disc hinge because when you move side to side, yeah, but like it just looks weird. The head sometimes doesn't look correctly on the body, so that looks really weird. So you get that with the head, and then it can look down this far, a little bit of gappage on the bottom, or on the back, and then this arm can move this high up, which is like the smallest bit over 90, I want to say. And then it also has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that are pinless. They look amazing, even on the inside. Oh, it is amazing. And then you have the horizontal hinge for all of the hands. And then you have the complete swivel, of course, or not swivel, but full rotation. Then for the diaphragm joint, it can lean this far to the side, lean far to that side. It leans back, which you can see the kind of thing in there. If I put the light on it in person, you can see it. There you go. You can see like right there, the inside of Spider-Man action figure. So that's not supposed to be seen, but the way they did it, they just didn't do it right. So you could see the diaphragm goes this far back, which actually isn't bad, and then that far forward, which isn't really good, but the inverse ab crunch helps. So it goes back like that, goes back like that, or it goes forward like that. Not bad. And then for the butterfly joint, I forgot to mention that. You have to kind of like break it a little, not break it, but break it in a little bit. So break it like that, break it forward, so that way it actually, you know, gets good usage out of it. It's still, I don't think it's more than the one we got before with the vintage collection, but it's still quite a bit, and I'm fine with it, especially back. It's not horrible, but there is a way. That does not look good, but there is a way to get the pin out inside so you can move it forward and back more, but I don't know how to do that. And then, yeah, the problem is with this, you get a diaphragm swivel, but the thing is you can't have him kind of go like this. You can't have him twist like that way. He just kind of does that, which is really weird. I wish he could go this way. I have a picture demonstrated on the screen there. And then over here with the legs, you have to drop down hips, but they barely do anything, so there's no point. You can't even notice it. The symbiote Spider-Man, I believe, kicks up better than that. Yep, that is kind of sad. That is pretty sad. We went backwards again. Went way backwards again. So there's that. His hand just flew. And then over here, we have the legs moving out this far. I believe the others did more than this, so not really looking good. Can't kick back. That's expected. Upper thigh cut there. Double jointed pinless knees. Looks great. Over there, you also have the shin swivel, and then the ankle moves this far up, which is good. This far down, and then you have the pinless toe articulation. Moves that far down for whatever reason you want it to, and moves this far up. Measuring these two figures here, you could see Spinneret is almost up to 6.5 inches, while Spider-Man is a little bit over 6.5 inches. Here is the Spider-Man and Spinneret next to the movie Venom, which is basically the same thing as the Null and Venom 2-pack. There is Spider-Man and Spinneret next to the Vintage Collection Symbiote Spider-Man there, and there is actually a new one with this body mold coming out, which I do want. Here they stand next to the MCU Integrated Suit Spider-Man, or next to the 20th Anniversary Hulk. Here they are next to the MCU Sam Wilson and Steve Rogers 2-pack Captain America. Here they are next to Spider-Gwen. Here they are next to the 80 Years Iron Man. Here they are next to the Vibranium Black Panther, the non-Legacy Collection wave. Here they are next to the Retro Wave Sandman. And last but not least, here they are next to the Almighty Stan Lee. So what's my final verdict? These figures are awesome. I really love these, and I think they are amazing. They look awesome. They articulate really well. Even the Spinneret figure, I think she is really cool, and I actually really like her as a figure. To me, personally, she looks a little better than Spider-Man just because of the way she's painted. Everything just looks a lot cleaner. The reason why I have, like, bummed down these guys so much, or mainly the Spider-Man, is simply because there's way too many issues. The scuffing on the leg, the shoulder, there's some on the torso. It just isn't right. And the choices they decided to do for him, saying that this is a better Spider-Man than the other one, which, I mean, yeah, it is, but, like, they decided to skip out on the very easily, like, fixable issues that they could have, again, fixed up. For example, the cut in the neck. This is supposed to be a good Spider-Man, and then they completely left it there, which also, on the back, looks a little weird. But other than that, even the toe articulation is pretty good. This 2-pack is really nice. For $60, yeah, I guess it's pretty worth it, but at the same time, it's not, because you're just going to know that some things are going to be wrong with these figures. So I'm going to give this 2-pack a 7.8 out of 10. That'll be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give this video a like and please subscribe if you're new and turn on notifications so that way you know when I post more videos like this. I do have a lot of LEGO stuff coming along. I do want to do a review on the LEGO Ninjago Crystallized sets, one of those things. And then I also have a stop motion coming up, which is like a crazy Ninjago fight. I don't want to abandon the LEGO stuff because I'm going to get back into that. I was planning on doing an update video where I showed you guys a lot of that stuff, but don't worry, it's not going to be just action figure stuff. And by the way, we are almost up to 500 subscribers, and that is crazy to me. That's really cool to me. So thank you guys for all of that, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.